Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Good morning, good day. I said that a few hours ago. It is actually into the evening hours, so hopefully you guys are getting settled. In Nebraska right now, it is 5:22. It was like almost 50 degrees here today, so I did a little sporadic walk. And I said I hadn't walked since I did the 75 hard challenge. Like literally the 75 hard challenge ended in the middle of October, and it was on my birthday when I turned 39, and it was freaking freezing by then. And I was like, thank the Lord, this ended before before the cold front came through. And now it is winter here in Omaha, Nebraska. Where are you guys tuning in from? I would love to know in this group where you're from. Tell me who invited you to this group too, because a lot of us had our friends invited and I allowed this group open to everybody. I run a lot of different groups with our business. So it's always great to get new faces and new perspective and new ideas and new energy. I mean, we just can't meet enough people, right? It's like this is a platform that we can go connect with people. And this week is week 2. And if you were invited to this group last week, we worked on our no added sugar. And I'll tell you guys, it was hard for me, even coming off of the holiday and basically just eating whatever in the heck I wanted since Halloween. Like I was like starting to think back like, oh, okay, Halloween. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. I'm just going to enjoy some treats. And then it rolled right into that almond bark over the holiday, over Christmas. And I was like, holy cow, time to cut it out. And I love every month I reboot. I do a monthly fast with our community. So it's always a great kind of like check-in. But I needed this group and this challenge just to really take one full week of relooking at those labels, right? Figuring out what those challenges were. Why was I gravitating towards animal crackers every night? You know, I'm one of those people that loves to munch while I drive to carpool, and I'm like, why am I driving to carpool eating something? Like, can I just drink some water on the way? So I made lots of changes in my week and had my water. I drank my ketones on the way to pick up my children instead of munching on pretzels and animal crackers and a piece of Werther's Original. Those are good. So you definitely have to just take that week and figure out what worked for you, what didn't. Don't hold yourself totally not hold yourself accountable, but don't judge yourself if you found yourself munching on things that you weren't supposed to, but you recognized it, and that is a win in itself, right? Just figuring out a few different things that you can change to eliminate that sugar, because I bet you the people that did felt like $1 million. It was rough at first, right? You're eliminating those carbs and lots of those things that you eat out of stress. And then now you're starting to figure out, oh man, God, I really can do it. It's like, I feel so good. Wow, the berries taste like candy all of a sudden. Like you start really tasting food for what it is when all those additives aren't in there. So that was a great lesson for a lot of people. A lot of people messaged me and said they hadn't ate as much processed food, so they were losing weight doing this. That's amazing. When you cut out carbs and lots of processed foods, that happens as well. So I didn't want to get big on the no sugar added challenge. I did want to wrap it up, but I was having very weird internet issues. My phone keeps cutting out yesterday. I'm not sure what sort of connection we're going to have in the coming days or weeks based on lots of the things going on in the world. However, we do know that we are going to own our morning, right? This is the week that we're going to focus on owning our morning. So I wanted to come on somebody who's been owning their morning for the past few years. I can tell you I've become very successful by choosing to own my morning and taking time for myself and filling up my own cup. It's been able to allow me to give back to lots of other people. And it's also been a great awakening for me to just figure out what things matter to me most, right? I used to be one of those girls that woke up in the morning and I immediately checked my phone to see who I could answer questions for. Or I checked my email to respond to so-and-so. Or I went into my text messaging and I was like, oh, I better respond to her who messaged me late at night. I better, text my mom back on this and that. Now, I love my family, but also, and I love all the people that I communicate with. Connection is such a huge part of my joy in my life. However, all those things, immediately upon waking, you know what they told me? That habit in itself, in those actions, they gave other people the power, right? They gave other people the opportunity to run my day. I was now on their agenda. Shame on me. Are you somebody on somebody else's agenda, or are you running your day? And taking power of your morning is empowering, not just for those first, 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever your routine is, an hour. Some of you get the grace of 2 hours if you're working from home, many of you. If you don't have children, maybe you get 3 or 4 hours, right? Like they come in like, like you're like, get out of my space. You're ruining my peace. But those hours that you take for yourself are critical to your feeling of self-worth and belief in yourself and your confidence in yourself and where you're going with your life and your goals, not just for this week, this month, but this year, right? Going forward in the next 5 years, 10 years. What are the habits that are going to stick? What are the healthy habits that you're adding to your day? And where can you tweak with a little bit of grace, right? We're all going to suck at a few of these things we try out, and we're like, oh, that definitely didn't bring me any happiness. It stressed me out. So I'm going to try something else. So Karen listed a whole bunch of things yesterday on a beautiful video. She does such great live videos. I need to take lots of tips from her. But she talked about reflecting, stretching, maybe exercising. You can visualize your success. You can journal, map out your day. There's also a list at the announcements with all these. Thank somebody, help somebody. Gratitude is huge. Smiling and laughing. Did you guys know if you wake up and just put on a smile and like fake it till you make it, you might actually be happy the rest of the day. Mondays, Landon always wakes up and you know what he says? Oh, it's Monday and Mondays just suck. And I'm like, let's go for some affirmations right now. Let's start talking to ourselves positive. And before he leaves the house, he's happy. Like, it's amazing the power of just talking yourself into great things. Hi, Jane. What else? Learning something new, right? You could do that. Drinking water, brushing your teeth, making your bed. Multi-millionaire tip there, right there. Every single multi-millionaire that I know, they make their bed. They're articulate, right? Taking a shower, eating breakfast, meditating. I mean, there's tons of things you guys can read. You can journal. You can look at, your journals for the day. I'm going to tell you guys what I do. And I also wish people happy birthday. That's the one thing I do go on Facebook for around 7 or 8 a.m. Is wishing people happy birthday. It's a great way to also eliminate a lot of friends from your friend list. I talked about that on my live video today on my Lunch with Linz. But this is what I do. So I wake up about 6:45. This is a regular day, okay? This isn't the weekend. This isn't a night of partying and waking up. Like, this is a consistent day where I am in a work state, okay? So this is typically 7 days a week. No, it is. It's very much so. I would say 90% of my week, this is what I do. So I'll wake up in the morning and I love laying on my bed and almost doing a back bend. So I'll put my feet on the bed and then I'll stretch all the way back and it almost does a back bend, and I will reach my hands above and I'll take a few breaths there, okay? And there I recite to myself my affirmations, okay? Because I have most of them memorized. And I have a short little paragraph that I memorized a long time ago. I'm a magnet for success, wealth, and contributions. I inspire. And then I go on and on. It's all in my head. Now I'm like flustered. But it's all in my head and I say that to myself. So it's basically like my short little 20 seconds of meditation. And then I'll roll up. At this time, nobody is awake yet, okay? My kids aren't going to get up till about 7. So this is just a short, maybe 30-minute window in the morning that is so powerful for myself. There's a reason why I don't wake up when my children do. I will be frazzled and I will be stressed because I'm on their agenda right away, right? This is Lindsay time. And then I'll go into the bathroom, and I always have a water bottle in my bathroom. Sounds weird. Lots of times it's filled up. This is... Lee needs to come pick this up, but this is the size of it. It's a 20-ounce Prove It bottle that I have, and I fill it with water, and I drink the whole entire thing, okay? And then I will brush my teeth. Usually go to the bathroom, too. I usually go like 4 times at night. But do you guys wake up and go into the bathroom, turn the light on, drink water? That's the first thing I always do. Why? Because I drink water all day. Our bodies are made up of water, and most of us are dehydrated, so I'm 1 up on drinking this. I also drink lots of ketones, and they're naturally dehydrating. So I need to make sure before I have my first ketone drink, I'm well hydrated, okay? And then I'll step in here, which is my office. It's the room next door. I'll turn on the light, and I will open up my journal right here. I have 2 different things I open every morning. This is my journal for this year. It has my goal storm at the beginning. It has all of my affirmations, okay? So I can read these if I wish, if I wasn't doing enough on the bed saying them. I am smart, strong, brave, confident, loving, beautiful, inspiring, driven, intentional. You guys get the point, all the way down. And then I read my word for the year. This is the year of action. And remember, this is a 30-minute time period. I think everybody can find 30 minutes in the morning. Just get up earlier. Find the habit of getting up earlier for yourself. Wake up for you, okay? So I open up my journal. That's there. And here's my goal storm, so I can always add to it if I thought of something overnight, because I'm one of those people that wakes up and is like, oh, that's something I want to do. So I can add to that. And then I come in here, and there's my top 5 goals of the year. And I read those. Why? Because I put them in my mind as achieving them. You have to see it to believe it. So I read them over and over, right? Every day I read these. Every time I come in my office, it's the first thing I do, actually. And then I have a journal. I journal in this notebook. And I also write down in this notebook. Hold on. Oh, here they are. I write down in this notebook, it's already marked. I write down in this notebook top 10 things that I'm grateful for. So I start my day looking at my goals, envisioning an amazing future, which is awesome. And then I go and I write actually. So I pick up a pen, and this is where you write down the 10 things that you're grateful for just at the moment, the spur of the moment. They're different every single day. Today was the 11th. My lungs and breath, my children's hearts, my toothpaste. It is really good. It's that whitening toothpaste. My keto cream and my peppermint mocha. I was definitely craving that because I went down and had it. I love water. Our child in Mexico. We sponsor a child, Cindy, in Mexico, and I thought about her last night, so I wrote it down. My sense of humor. Sunrises and the weather this week. I knew it was going to get warmer and the sun was coming out, and look, it did. Mondays, I love Mondays. I'm grateful for them, and my freedom to stay home. Very, very much so much. I usually put that every single day. It's been just one of the biggest blessings of my life over the past 7 years. Then I set that aside. The last thing I do before I head downstairs is see what's going on for the day. Do you guys do this? Wake up. What's going on for the day? This bookmark is in the wrong spot. It should be in my spot. But what I do is I'll pull up, and by the way, this is the coolest planner. If you guys aren't planning your life, this is the coolest one to get. I can drop it in the comments. I mean, I have answered already in here my life's most important questions. I work on this every day. I've got create harmony on all levels. This is so cool. There's even affirmations in this journal, which I don't do this every morning by looking at these. I'm just going to show you. That's okay. I won't show you that now. But anyway, I'll go to what's going on today. Monday the 11th, right? These are the top 3 priorities, what's going on. And then I go look at everything that I had planned out, because I fill this out on Sunday. Okay, I fill this out on Sunday. And every once in a while I'll add to it. There's always room for additions, right? There's always room for change. Everything that's written on here is not set in stone. You have to be flexible. If I did every single thing on this page, I probably didn't set enough goals for myself for the day. So I'll kind of make a note on that. You know what, Lindsay, you kicked butt on Monday by 11 a.m. Put more things to do on your list, right? But today I read through, what I needed to do. I knew I needed a power hour. I knew I needed to help Karen, reach a goal in her business. I knew that I needed to do a live video over lunch. I knew I needed to do laundry, so I multitasked those too. Picked up my kids. Tonight I want to do a one-on-one with my children. Well, it's getting late. I know there's football on, so I need to go after this video and do it. I also wanted to go live with you. And then the Mexican ketones dropped, so I had to go live with that. I've been talking a lot today. And I didn't know a lot of those things were going to come in and happen, but I let them happen because I wasn't a slave to my schedule. I just knew what was coming. And reading that made me even more excited to add to that list. Okay? So you guys saw the basic gist of between the time I woke up, laying back on my bed, right? Going in the bathroom, brushing my teeth, drinking my water, coming in here, reviewing my top 5 goals, right? Maybe I could journal if I wanted to. And then I went in and wrote the 10 things I'm grateful for. And then I'll head downstairs. That's when I'll either make my coffee, add my keto cream to it, or I'll drink my ketones before I exercise. My kids know when I'm sipping on those, Mama is in a cool, calm, collected mood, and they may arise from their bed. They just like come down like, oh, Mama's in peace. No, they come down, or I go up and wake them up, and we get out of the house within 30 minutes. I'm not stressed. I'm not rushing. I did the things I needed to do. While they get dressed, I get dressed. We have some sort of respect for each other in the morning because my children do not like rushing. I love to rush. It gives me adrenaline flow. My husband hates it. My kids don't either. Well, maybe Jordan. She's kind of my tag along. Like, I kind of want a ponytail today, Mom. I think I want to change my socks. Can I have some ketones on the way to school? Like, she's always the one to ask for that extra thing at the end of the morning, right? And I'm like, get in the car. But that's how I start my day. And then I always exercise. And then I dive into all the other things that I looked at earlier. And there's always room for more. And the last thing I'll say before I say goodbye, because this video is too long-winded about my day, is I want you guys to comment something today that you did this morning that brought joy to your life, that made you smile. If the things in your morning aren't helping you feel excited, if they're not bringing joy to you, if they're not bringing some sort of comfort into your life and some sort of optimism or some sort of excitement for heading into the rest of your day, you need to adjust that, okay? Edit it. If today drinking water made you feel like crap because you got waterlogged, or eating breakfast didn't feel right, you maybe just wanted to go to work without breakfast, take it out or add something in that spot. I always, always, always advise you guys never to hold yourself slave because you guys never know. This is January. Come May, some of you guys will have totally different goals. Lots of the things that I do every morning are based on my top 5 goals because those are the things that I'm going to put the efforts into. That's where my habits are going to be built around every single day, right? So start thinking of it that way. And if you're still unsure what to do every morning, write down the things that you value most. Write down your top 10 values and put some of those in that time, okay? Put some of those things. Write down 5 things that make you smile and put those things in the morning. You can call a friend every morning. You can go live on Facebook. That was my new thing, and I didn't even mention that. Hello, I do that right before we go. You guys see me, I make my coffee or my ketones, and then I'm sipping and reading that. That was an addition to my schedule this year in the morning. So own your morning, own your day. If you guys are watching the replay of this or you're watching the live, thanks for hanging with me. Tell me something that you did this morning that made you smile. If you already have a morning routine, I would love to hear it. Just post it in this group. Right? Share with people. You can even go live in this group. We're all here to learn from each other and to lift each other up so that we become better versions of ourselves. That's why we're here every week working. There's no right, there's no wrong. Don't mess up good for perfect. That's it from me tonight, you guys. Have a great rest of your evening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.